Teisha with Shalom TV's news update for Wednesday, March the 13th, 2013. Well, it seems that a stalemate in coalition talks between Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his Likud party and Yair Lapid and his Yesh Atid party may have some hope of being resolved. The Jerusalem Post reports that a compromise has been reached toward a final coalition deal between the parties. As you may have seen on IBA News, Beit HaYehudi leader Naftali Bennett had met this evening with Lapid, acting as a sort of mediator between Lapid and Netanyahu. Bennett has now left that meeting to present Netanyahu with a compromise that includes Lapid's agreement to give up his demand for the Interior Ministry in return for the Education Ministry, with Yesh Atid's Shai Peron serving as its minister, while Beit HaYehudi's Nisan Slomiansky would head the Knesset Finance Committee, and Likud would maintain the Interior Ministry post, which most likely will go to outgoing Education Minister Gideon Sa'ar. Bennett, who said he was optimistic, is set to meet with Lapid again after meeting with Netanyahu this evening. As we've been reporting to you over the last few weeks, efforts to appeal to President Obama for the release of Jonathan Pollard have intensified with the approach of the president's visit to Israel next week. Israel's Channel 2 television broadcast a video appeal from Pollard's wife Esther to the president on Monday night.
Mr. President, all that Jonathan and I are asking for is your compassion and your mercy. People in this world have all kinds of great dreams, things that they want to accomplish. The greatest dream that Jonathan and I have is that he will be home for Passover this year, to sit next to me at the Passover Seder, to drink his cup of wine, finally, after 28 years as a free man. Please, please let Jonathan come home now for the holiday of freedom here in Israel. Thank you, Mr. President.
And former captive IDF soldier Gilad Shalit has voiced his support for Pollard's release. A year and a half after his release from Hamas captivity, Shalit posted on his Facebook page yesterday, "I have signed a petition and call on you to do the same. Freedom is a great gift and also a privilege." Shalit further wrote, "I thank those who worked for my release and now ask you to join the struggle to save Pollard." The petition he's referring to, calling for Pollard's release, now has over 150,000 signatures. Jonathan Pollard was convicted of spying for Israel in 1987 and is serving a life sentence. 89 members of Congress have called on Turkey's prime minister to retract comments he made last month where he equated Zionism with fascism and anti-Semitism and called it a crime against humanity. The bipartisan group sent a letter to Prime Minister Tayyip Erdogan yesterday, writing that to equate Zionism, a non-discriminatory affirmation of Jewish nationhood, with such dangers misapprehends and disparages a noble historical enterprise. Veteran Zionist leader Jacques Torchen has died at the age of 99. Torchen came to the U.S. in 1940, having escaped the Nazi invasion in his homeland of Belgium. At the behest of David Ben-Gurion, he was a founding member of the Friends of the Haganah to support the Jewish forces before 1948 and worked closely with Rabbi Abba Hillel Silver in supporting the establishment of a Jewish state. Torchen continued his efforts to support Israel after statehood, serving in executive positions of several prominent American Zionist organizations, including the World Jewish Congress, the World Zionist Organization, the Jewish Agency, and the Zionist Organization of America, where he served as national president from 1968 to 1973 and was president emeritus until his death. ZOA National President Mort Klein called Torchen a tireless and galvanizing figure in American Zionism. Jacques Torchen is survived by his wife, his son, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. And finally today, the Friends of the Israel Defense Forces, or FIDF, held their National New York Gala dinner last night at the Waldorf Astoria. The dinner brought over 1,400 prominent business and philanthropic leaders from across the country to demonstrate their love and support for the soldiers of Israel. Shalom TV was at the gala last night with exclusive coverage.
We started with 800 people, and after 2 years we reached to a capacity level of 1,400 people. The Israeli soldier is a great product. They are us. They are what we, that's what we need to support them. And we're doing it in such a beautiful way. This is one of the best things I've ever done in my life.
Shalom TV congratulates the FIDF, which raised $27 million on behalf of the Israeli men and women that serve in the IDF. We hope you'll enjoy sharing in the entire event exclusively on Shalom TV of a very special moment in the Jewish year. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Wednesday, March the 13th, 2013. I'm Teisha Bader.